It's an American tradition like hot dogs on the 4th of July. It's tailgating, and it's not just a pastime before the big game. It's rooted in history that can date back as far as times in ancient Greece and Rome.
Really?
Yeah, apparently that's what it says.
Today, sometimes it's more fun than the game itself. With more on how to get the party started and offer up delicious food for your next tailgating party is Chef at Plated Up Catering, Felicia Grady. Felicia, you're always a good time.
Yeah.
And I love how you teach us a little something too.
Yes.
How do you cut into that the right way?
The right way. When you want to do it in half, you just cut down the middle.
Easy enough.
Easy enough. Now you want to take the membranes out.
The membranes.
The membranes and the seeds.
Now the seeds are the part that, like, that's where you really get burned, right?
Yes.
And the heat comes from those. And
the heat comes from
eyes.
the seeds. Yes.
So depending on your taste, you really like spice.
I do, yeah.
I'm not so much. It just can be determined by the seeds, right?
Yes, it can be determined by the seeds.
About how many do you like to leave in?
She counts like
5.
4 seeds exactly. Is what we...
I would probably leave in 3/4,
Sure.
maybe.
See, she had a formula.
So since Kayla just dove right in on how to make this, what are we making? Let's go there.
Okay, we're making stuffed jalapeno peppers.
Oh, perfect.
I'm hungry.
Yes, and it's a really delicious appetizer for the tailgating.
Sure.
The Lano Life bone stock.
Okay.
It is really good. You just add it to your cream cheese. All this is cream cheese, and the Lano Life stock.
And this is like it's like a powder.
It's
right?
a powder.
So it's not like a typical broth that you might get in a box or something like that.
Hey, no,
yeah.
It's an actual.
Yeah, it's just like those little things you pour in
So
your
you just
water.
added to that like seasoning almost.
Yes,
is how you
almost
do
a
that. Okay.
seasoning, yes. And we just pour that all in there. And like I said, this is cream cheese, shredded cheddar cheese. And you know me, I always do a twist. Add a little sauteed onions.
Oh, love it.
And little Marcella wine in there.
Oh, my.
And then we garnish it with the cheese and the bacon. And then you put it in the oven at 400 until it's all bubbly and brown. And then you let it cool off and you eat.
Yeah,
And then
the
you
key
get these.
being let it cool off, because I have burnt the entire back of my roof of my mouth. Is the official word. But it sounds like it's cooled off.
That's so good.
You haven't cried yet. Is it spicy?
It has a little bit of a kick to it. Right there in the back.
What's the most important detail we need to get right when we're making this?
Well, I would just make sure that the cream cheese is soft. It's going to make it. And if you can get the fluffy kind, not the traditional in the bar.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they have the...
like the spreadable.
Yeah, the spreadable kind.
Oh.
That works easier for me. I mean, I don't know about anybody else, and it doesn't really matter, but, I would use that part.
I think they call it like whipped, right? It's like a whipped cream cheese.
Whipped
It makes it a little bit
cream
easier.
cheese spreadable, yeah. Yeah, and that's it. And, you can kind of do your own thing with it. Like I said, I add a little sauteed onions in there, a little hint, a little Marcella wine, just to influence.
Let me ask this. How many would you make? Like, let's say you were going to have a party of like 10 people. Are you making 2 or 3 per person? Or like, what's your
I
kind
would
of
do
go-to?
2 or 3 per person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always feel like I never make enough, and so then I make too much, and then everyone leaves, and I'm like, please take things, because
Yeah.
I have too much.
Then you've got leftovers for days. All right, so there's tailgating and then there's home gating. What's that?
Well, home gating is you at home doing your own thing.
That's the way to do it, right? You don't have to drive
Which
anywhere.
one do you prefer, Felicia?
It depends on how I feel. What kind of week I had. If I'm just wanting to chill out at home, have a few friends, fine. But if I feel like being around a lot of people, I go out. Yeah.
I like what you said earlier. Sometimes the tailgating or the home gating in this instance is just as fun, if not more fun, than the game itself.
Yeah.
And like going somewhere. And that's like even this weekend, my nephew's having a birthday party, and so we're going to do a little home gating action and then watch the game and celebrate his birthday. So we may have these on the menu.
There you go. Now you know how to make it.
Yes.
Thanks, Felicia.
Thank you.
Thank you as always.
Thank
the best.
you.